Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have all the time in the world while others are always rushing around? The secret to effective time management is not about finding extra hours, but rather understanding a simple truth that even a child can grasp. This truth can transform how you view your daily life forever. It's not just another tedious lecture on schedules, it's about discovering something deeply impactful that, once understood, makes the confusion around time management disappear. This lesson is universal, applicable to anyone from an 8-year-old racing to finish homework to a busy adult balancing work and family responsibilities. Most individuals believe time management is complicated, but it can be as straightforward as understanding how to fill a jar. Let me share the story of Emma, a 10-year-old girl who learned a crucial lesson about time management from her grandfather one ordinary Saturday afternoon. Emma was constantly stressed about her responsibilities. She woke up thinking about her math homework, then remembered the piano practice she hadn't done, worried about an art project due Monday, and felt guilty for not returning her best friend's call. Sound familiar? It felt like a never-ending race against time, and she was always falling behind. One Saturday, Emma visited her grandfather, looking more frazzled than ever. "Grandpa, I don't know what to do," she said, flopping into his favorite chair. "I have so many things to do, but there's never enough time for everything." Her grandfather, a wise man with years of experience, smiled gently. "Let me show you something that might help," he replied. He went to the garage and returned with a large glass jar, a bucket of big rocks, a container of small pebbles, a cup of sand, and a pitcher of water. "Our job is to fit all of these things into this jar," he explained. Emma looked doubtful, thinking there was no way all that would fit. "Maybe," her grandfather said playfully, "but let's try different approaches and see what happens." Emma began with the sand, filling the jar until it reached a quarter of the way. She added pebbles, but they didn't all fit, and when she tried to add the rocks, only a small one squeezed in. The water had nowhere to go. "See, Grandpa. It doesn't work," she exclaimed. Her grandfather suggested they start with the biggest items first. He emptied the jar and handed her the large rocks. She placed them inside, noticing there were gaps between them. Next, he instructed her to add the pebbles, which rolled into the spaces between the rocks. Emma then added the sand, which filtered into smaller gaps, followed by the water, which filled the remaining spaces. To her amazement, everything fit perfectly. "How did that work?" she asked, stunned. Her grandfather explained, "This jar represents your time, and the materials represent your tasks. The big rocks are your most important responsibilities, like schoolwork, family time, sleep, and healthy meals. The pebbles are important but less crucial tasks, such as practicing piano or hobbies. The sand is for small tasks that need doing but are not essential, like organizing your backpack or watching TV. Finally, the water symbolizes tiny distractions like checking messages or daydreaming." He continued, "When you prioritize the sand, you fill your day with unimportant tasks and leave no room for what truly matters. But when you start with the big rocks, everything else will fit around them." "You're saying I should do my most important things first?" Emma asked, beginning to understand. Her grandfather nodded. "Yes, but it's more about identifying what your big rocks truly are. Let's make a list. On one side, write what you feel you need to do, and on the other, think about the consequences of not doing each task." Emma made her list, distinguishing between essential duties like homework and family meals versus less critical tasks like watching TV. By the end, she identified her big rocks: homework, sleep, and family time. The smaller tasks could fit around these priorities, and her grandfather reassured her that by taking care of the important things first, she would actually have more time for fun activities. Emma decided to implement this method the following week. She focused on her big rocks, such as studying for her math test and finishing her book report early. This shift in her approach led to less stress and a more organized day. As she tackled her homework, Emma felt a sense of calm and control, enabling her to enjoy her free time more. By the end of the week, Emma noticed she was not only completing her significant tasks, but also had time for piano practice and family activities. Her friend Maya even asked her how she seemed so relaxed lately. Emma happily shared her grandfather's jar story, realizing that prioritizing the big rocks changed everything. Time management doesn't have to be daunting, it can become a simple, effective way to navigate life.